We're back with another video on the Roadie Weekender for this series, showing you how to write a local newsletter. We've been talking a lot in the previous 4 videos about monetization and how this newsletter is making money. You can come and check it out for yourself, but what we're going to do today is dive into one of these editions so you can see exactly how you can write this thing. Now, we write our local newsletter in 15 minutes using AI. This is not a 4-hour job. Some people are spending 4 hours a week on it. They totally are, but that's because they're not using the right tools. But you can use free tools to reduce that amount of time down considerably. That was hard to say. But at the end of this video, what I'll do is I'll put a link through to a video we made on this channel where you can see how you can use an AI tool to do the research section for your event section. Every local newsletter needs an event section. And you can watch that and you can see how quick and easy it actually is to start curating content. But you can see the Roadie Weekender is currently on hiatus. But we're going to go back and look at the last video. What's wrong with me today? The last newsletter they put out. So this currently has an asking price of $22,000. It was founded on the 15th of November last year. So they've created a huge amount of value and lots of different ways they're monetizing this in a very short amount of time. So let's go through one of their editions so you can see what your local newsletter should look like. Now, you can do it however you want. It's your local newsletter, but there's lots of great features in this that you can take. Now, first thing to mention is this is hosted on Beehive. And if you want to check out Beehive, I'll leave a link in the description. So we start straight off with our image at the top, which matches the thumbnail. Then we've got in this issue, so just a little bit of highlight to get people to read. Then we have got a little bit of trivia. It says got business owners, future entrepreneurs, founders. Let's meet tonight. So they had a business, like a meetup, a business meetup going on June the 4th. They were promoting that a lot on their Facebook page and in other places as well. Then it gets straight on to the first section. So they've got an outdoor and nature section with an image and then lots and lots of events. Now, what they do is they post these events for free. And like I said, if you watch that video that I'm going to put at the end of this video, you'll be able to see how you can find events like this in your local area using AI. You don't have to go away and manually find them. But I do like this structure. So we start off with an emoji, so it's really clear where this is starting. Then we've got bold, which is the event. Then we've got the link. In ours, what we do is we put the date as well. So people, like if they're looking for something on Saturday, it's really obvious that the dates that this is happening. You've got the links, obviously you get the clicks and then a little bit of information. But there's no reason why you can't write this with AI and get AI to use the same formatting for you. And that's exactly what we do. If you want to ask us more questions, just go down to the comments, ask us how we use AI or join our community. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. Then again, they're promoting their business mixer. So trying to get businesses together, that's going to help them out because they're going to be able to increase their awareness as a local newsletter, get people to sign up and advertise. But then it's also getting other businesses to meet as well. They've relocated, so they put that information in there so people know that the location has changed. And then you can RSVP there. Now, this is a button that you can put inside of Beehive. That's what this whole newsletter is hosted on. If you want to check out Beehive, I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Then we've got the bulletin board. This is, I believe this is advertising, and you can advertise your own business as well. So this will be small businesses that want to promote something and they paid money to be here. What this newsletter does, the Roadie Weekender, is anybody who advertises gets a minimum of 2 issues. And I really like that idea because even if you're an avid fan of this newsletter, you're not going to open it every week. There are going to be weeks where you're going to miss it. And so just getting that 2 in their minimum means that people have got more of a chance of seeing the ad. And then it's got like a slot here to say that you can advertise. So this is just a graphic. They probably made it in something like Canva, and you can do exactly the same thing. This isn't clickable. You can see here I'm hovering over and nothing is clickable. So if you want a clickable link, it's probably going to cost you more in this newsletter. So down here, we're continuing on with more of the events. The bulletin board, I should say. So we've got all this information here that you can take in. We've got dates and times, which is nice. Then we get down to food and drink. So again, if you want to go out for an evening, all of these are here. Then this, to me, looks like an ad. It's nice and natural within the flow of the newsletter. So it looks like content, but they're getting a huge amount of real estate. They're getting a lot of writing about the business. We've got a couple of images as well. And then you can actually vote here in order to be able to subscribe. So you've got to log in and then you can vote on which pizzeria they cover next. So pizzas seem to be something that's quite big in this newsletter. They mention pizzas in their welcome email, but you can do exactly the same thing if you wanted to. So I'm not guaranteeing that's an ad, but it feels like an ad, but it's nice and natural within the content of the newsletter. Rhode Island being on the water, important information. We've got high and low tides. Might be something specific to your newsletter, your area that you want to mention. I like to put a weather section down in the end of my local newsletter, just so that if people are planning to go to an event, they can see what the weather is and they can decide if they need to change their plans. Then we get down here, we've got the entertainment section. So this will be kind of live music and things like that. We have the arts and culture. So this would be more things like museums, libraries, that kind of thing. Then we've got some trivia. So we've got another poll there that people can take part in. We've got a support us. So it says, love what we do. There are a few low key but powerful ways you can keep us going. They do actually, when you sign up, you're asked if you want to support by doing a donation. So it's $10 a month or $120 a year, $100 a year, or a one-off $5 payment. And they do that as part of their subscriber flow when people first subscribe. So let's just open this up and see what happens. So yeah, this is the page you get when you subscribe. So if people don't do this when they first subscribe, they can get back here again. This is all done within Beehive. This will be sending people up on sort of like a paid newsletter side of things. So you've got an individual or you've got the gift. So you can gift the paid subscription to somebody. So you can do it either way. The numbers do not change. But this is another way that they can make money beyond advertising. And then if you keep going on, we've got Roadie Moment. And then we've got advertise here. So this actually takes you through to their dedicated email that is just for advertising. So they've got an email inbox that they are monitoring just for ads. So you can advertise. So it's actually really subtle, the advertising in here. There will be things that they're getting paid for, but it's not massively obvious. It's not over the top. It's not garish, which is really, really nice. It all fits in with the natural flow of the newsletter. And then we sign off. We've got a picture of the people that write the newsletter. What I would like to see is, I think that, let me just check they haven't done it at the top. Yeah, I think having a little sentence in here about the people that run the newsletter, for example, mentioning what event they went to that was in the newsletter, or what they're looking forward to, we'll see you at the food truck festival or whatever it is. And then a personal little sign off as well is really important because it helps build that connection. So definitely take inspiration from this local newsletter, but consider adding a bit of personalization in as well. It doesn't take much to write. I mean, we write our newsletter with AI in 15 minutes. We use AI tools to do that. It doesn't have to cost you a fortune. Video at the end will show you how we do the event research for free as a sample with a free tool. But what you can do is you can write the whole thing with AI and then just put that one sentence at the beginning, one sentence at the end for personalization. And what you do is you build out a template. So all of these titles and everything are set in the template. And then all you're doing is AI is writing for you. And then you're literally just taking this section and cutting and pasting it into the newsletter. It really doesn't take that long at all to do. So yeah, if you want some more information on that, pop a comment in the description. Put AI local newsletter as the comment. And if we get enough interest, we can talk to you about that a little bit more. But yeah, great local newsletter. Loads of things here that you can take from this. And if you want to learn a method for doing event research with free AI tools, just click the link on the video on the screen now. You can watch that video and you can copy it for your own location and your own local newsletter. We'll see you in the next one.